I don't think people are really jealous of Paul Enoche because, for instance, I don't really know how to set it up because um, I really don't think people are really jealous of you. Uh, it says because people are trying to get fame from him and stuff because he feels like he's really famous. Actually, you're not really famous. Maybe in Nigeria you're famous. Like if you go to England or if I walk around England streets or the Netherlands, United States, nobody really knows you. So you really talking about people really being jealous and stuff like that. I feel that is kind of very funny because how can people be jealous of you guys as when somebody trying to correct you? You see, one of the things I really have seen in pastors in Nigeria is that they they tend to be very emotional, very emotional, and when they're emotional, they bring out like now he's bringing reasons why people 8 reasons why people speak against others, and you know, and if you try to correct them, they start being emotional, start being, sentimental and stuff, and start bringing uh, things that make no sense, basically. And while you're trying to correct them, many elders in Nigeria do this, and I don't feel whatever you say really, even if you talk to them very normal, trying to correct them very normal, they will ever see, they will ever they will still see it as an insult. They will never see it as you trying to correct them and stuff. They'll still see it as an insult. So I don't feel even if you talk to them any, they may say the way you really approach trying to correct will be wrong. I don't feel that is an issue really, because I feel no matter what you say, they're still going to see it as an insult. You know, talking questioning them means bringing them down. I said it the last time in that video. It is really being proud. They don't want to be questioned. The internet is a big deal. It's a big blow in your faces. They don't want to correct them, because whenever you correct them, they're very angry. And yeah, obviously there are some people who might be very um, arrogant in their speech to correct some people, but not really me. I'm not into that section. I'm really into correcting, but I still don't feel, even if you talk to them very normal, they're still going to see it as insult. I've seen a lot of cases, and it is funny, like how these pastors never came out at the time of SARS, where people were trying to say, okay, ban SARS and stuff. They never came. They never came out. Paul Enoche went to his tweet. He never came and talk. When there was karma, he came out to talk about karma. Now he's SARS. He doesn't want to talk about that. It doesn't. That is not important when it comes to these pastors. When it comes to tithe and offering, they are very eager. Karma, bill. They're very eager to talk about these things. The most important things in Nigeria, they don't want to talk about it. Why is, I don't really know. I feel because it's not really getting to them. They got the power. They a lot of them connive with politicians and to drain Nigeria of their money. Their rights and stuff. They drain them off. Even this SARS, most of the pastors even, gets put the police, they're all SARS even anyway, to arrest some people, So they really do connive. So why should they talk about them? And I still don't really feel that SARS is really going anywhere. SARS is police create SARS. for them to be going. It's for them. So I said in my last video, I said they're not going anywhere. This is a waste of time. It's just like Black Lives Matters, where people were wasting their time going out the streets and doing all kind of stupid stuff. And I also want to talk about the Sars also. And for Poinoche, they're very ignorant people, to be fair. How you talk to is setting, they ignore, like now, I think it was, if I forget again, Matthew 3:7, where John the Baptist talked against the Pharisees. For example, the Pharisees were they were coming to baptize. Why Paul, John the Baptist, was outside baptizing people, the Pharisees came, and then he denounced them, as the scripture said. He denounced them and said, "You, as a blood of vipers," he said there. He denounced them. So I don't feel the scripture also very, very clearly say that you should speak against, evil, anything that's evil. So these people are trying to shut people up so that they can talk, and it is very clear. And yeah, it's very clear. So I don't see how he will come out and say people are really jealous. I don't see people really being jealous of them. I see really correction in which they don't want to take. It is fine. I have seen it, the proudness in Nigeria elders. Whenever you speak to them, they're very proud, and there's nothing else they know that they are taken away from the people in Nigeria, offering tithes. So these things are the things they're very ignorant about. And these are one of the things a lot of people have talked about a long time ago, and they don't want to agree with it. He will come up and be talking about people who create a YouTube channel. Just now they wanted to come and be talking about him and stuff. You're not famous. If I walk down the street in England or in Netherlands or any places in the Europe zone, or even outside the Europe zone, or even maybe around Africa and stuff, nobody really knows you. Nobody really knows you. It's just that he doesn't really get this. He feel like he's very famous. And most of the pastors in Nigeria, nobody really knows them outside the country. I can walk down Netherlands or England or something. I can walk down the street and ask people. Nobody will even know who you are. And yeah, I'm going to talk about Sars, for instance. No matter what people are really going to do about it, like I said, Sars is police is Sars. No matter what you do, they are still going to be there. It's like Black Lives Matters, where people walk down the street, they were protesting, and at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. The guy who killed, what was his name again? I think it's the guy who killed where the Black Lives Matter happened. The guy that was killed, the police who killed him was released with 1 million. Was it 1 million pounds or something? He was released, so he was freed. But maybe somebody else paid the money for him, because I don't feel police really ain't that much. He was free. So I feel like you protesting is really for no reasons. You can see the police who killed George. Was it George Floyd? He was freed. He paid the 1 million and he was gone. The person who's dead is dead. So it's like the protest that was being protested was just for waste of time. And there's a lot of ignorant people who go out there and protest and don't even know anything. And most of them are even paid. Like for instance, the SARS protests and stuff. Most of them, just give them a little changes and they just go out there and protest. They don't even know nothing. Very ignorant people. They know nothing. Most of the protesters. That's how literally dumb they are. They're like, oh, we should go down to the street. SARS must go. SARS must go. And that is it. They know absolutely nothing about they don't even know why, if SARS would go, or why should SARS go. Most of them don't even know. They just get paid by some, some people, maybe some politicians. They just get paid by them, and they do that. Maybe some upcoming politicians, who want to get in power, and that is it. They know nothing. They just go down the street, want to riot. Some of them want to cause havoc and stuff on the street. They don't like what happened on the Black Lives Matters. They all went down the streets, start stealing phones, iPhone, and then the iPhone companies, Apple, they were looking for them because why they stole their phones. So most of them were all caught on CCTV cameras. They just want to cause havoc. The people who go down there protesting, they are like politicians, criminals. That's one of the things I also realize in Nigeria, is that most of them wants to do something to gain something, and that's what the protesters also are. They go out there to gain something. They have a goal. Their goal is to go out there to gain something, not to achieve the main purpose. They just want to go out there to gain money and cause havoc, or maybe, and that's it. Nothing else. They're like the politicians, criminals, thieves. They steal money. Like politicians, they want to be in power so they can eat, so their belly can grow bigger, and that's why there is no need to be protesting. I don't believe in protesting. I feel it's a waste of time. You see, the person who killed George, he's out of jail. 1 million bond is out. He's free. So what the hell are we protesting? The person who's dead is dead. Police is not going to go anywhere. They are still going to be there.